side of the field in that unit. Good play call given the twist that Edmonton had on with the screen, but the Eskimos tracked it down.
Rob Maver sends Lawrence back to his 20. Nowhere to go. Downfield quickly are the Stampeders special teams again. 17-10 is the score here. Mike Riley back in his office when we come back to Commonwealth. Last few weeks, the CFL missing one of its major stars, John Cornish, aiming for fourth straight rushing title. Calgary Stampeders certainly missing number 9. With more on his status, let's go down to the sideline once again. Here's Dustin Nielsen.
John Cornish must have looked at the forecast because he didn't even make the trip to Edmonton this week. However, he has returned to practice, and we are told he's expected to be full go for the upcoming game against the BC Lions in Week 13. Cornish said earlier this week that coming off the thumb injury, he does not expect to have to deal with any problems when it comes to running or catching the ball.
Stampeders and John Huffnagel. All due respect to Matt Walter and the rest of that backfield, Torrey Harrison, others who've helped to fill in. They can fill in admirably, but there is only one John Cornish. Quick hitter. There's only one Adarius Bowman as well, and a little slant up near the 26-yard line. Make it 2nd down and 3.
And it seems like the dominance has rotated through this Edmonton Eskimo receiving corps as the season has gone on. Bowman, of course, as we've talked about, Riley's go-to guy, but when Bowman got nicked, became Kenny Stafford for a time. He's got good numbers, and then Darrell Walker caught fire.
Another quick one to far side. Kuhorn again. Eskimos happy to have Nate Kuhorn back as well in their fold. Guy who's a reliable national receiver.
Kuhorn supplying that safety blanket. Been very steady over about the last 3 seasons for these Edmonton Eskimos.
After an absolutely star-studded CIS career down the road in Calgary with the Dinos. Came a first-round pick, 5th overall by the Eskimos in 2011. Did not take long for Nate Kuhorn to become a CFL impact player.
Well, you look, and there were 4 receivers chosen in the first round of the draft that year, and we've spoken about that draft often. But Kuhorn was the guy who really of the group most considered to be the most CFL ready, and he definitely lived up to that. Definitely the first to establish himself.
Fred Bennett's nicked up on the sidelines. Again, keep in mind this secondary already without Brandon Smith. Josh Bell was hurt as well in the first half. Stampeders falling here. Pump fake now. Now launching is Riley again, and this time Bell had it slip through his fingertips. Otherwise, that was picked. So rain comes down harder. My bad, says Mike Riley.
And here you'll see it. The underthrow, a little pump and go. Lay it up there. Good help there from the free safety. Bell and actually Jeff Heck shifting over to the safety spot with the injury to Bennett.
So 2nd down and 10, throwing down again. Stamps rush 4. Zipped in. Good coverage on Darrell Walker by Joe Burnett. Former Eskimo who was an all-star back in 2012. Now on the other side of the Battle of Alberta.
Walker lines up out wide here, and again you see a great downhill break. And challenge looking for pass interference. As you can see, it looked pretty tight as to whether Burnett may have made contact a little bit early there.
Chris Jones will throw the challenge.
Edmonton is challenging on the play that there was defensive pass interference. We'll review the play.
Eskimos have not challenged very much this season.
No, just twice, 0 for 2 in challenges on the season. Again, you'll see Joe Burnett here working against Darrell Walker, the outside receiver. As Walker makes his break, Burnett's coming downhill. There's contact. There's the ball. So real tight, you know, and that's looking at it slowed down.
All right, if you're judge and jury in this CFL de facto replay official, what do you think?
Well,
I hate to put you on the spot.
It depends on if you're asking me, will somebody else call it or would I call it? Because I wouldn't. It's that close a play. He gets a hand on the ball. I don't think he impacted the path of the receiver. But did the contact technically come before the ball got there? Yes.
Therein lies the rub. So Burnett waits. We wait for the verdict to come from command.
After review,
here it is.
It's been confirmed. It's an incomplete pass on play. Third down.
Chris Jones not having much luck with challenges. Now 0 for 3 on the season. It will be third down. 5 minutes remain, third quarter. Game that is seesawed back and forth. The Eskimos owned an early 9-0 lead. The Stampeders scored 10 in the second quarter, and the Eskimos have owned the third quarter, scoring 8. Sean White again. Slaughter. 37-yard boot. Special teams have done a really good job containing the returners tonight. So Bo Mitchell. And he mounts something here. Look at the record Bo Mitchell has, and look at the company he is in.
Well, this is the thing that gets you, right? As you relatively early in a guy's career, you don't want to put too much stock into what he's going to be long term, but when you look at the other names on that list.
Do you know what? They said that about Warren Moon too. Oh, and by the way, they said that about Jackie Parker too, and they said about Tracy Ham. He's young in his career, maybe not enough stock. Look what they become.
Yeah, exactly.
So far, Bo Mitchell has been extraordinary. Penalty flag flies in the backfield. Eskimos wearing those
holding
third jerseys tonight.
Calgary, number 50, 10-yard penalty, remains first down.
Spencer Wilson, the left tackle, flag for holding.
Well, Wilson, we mentioned off the top, third different guy to start a game at left tackle for the Stampeders. Edwin Harrison opened the season. Got hurt in game 3. Gary Williams took it from there, but with him down, Wilson's in.
Mitchell hangs in. Bit of a wobbler. Oh, what a catch by Eric Rogers. Went up and pulled that one down somehow. A spectacular catch in the driving rain from Mr. Rogers.
Well, this is exactly what you want and need when your quarterback takes a shot like this, and this is why as a quarterback you're willing to stand in, is when your receivers are going to make catches for you like this, going up in traffic, absolutely fearless, and not just the willingness to go up.
Look at the hit right there.
But the fact that he comes down after taking a shot in the head and holds on to the football.
2nd and 5. Stampeders will get a first down thanks to Torrey Harrison, and mostly thanks to Eric Rogers. Keeps the drive alive. Rogers, a highlight reel grab, somehow hangs on. Then Harrison romps for 15 yards, and suddenly the Stampeders are in Edmonton territory.
And they get Harrison on that free release out of the slot. It's a quick hitter from Bo Levi Mitchell. Get it to the running back in space.
25-year-old Bo Levi Mitchell out of Katy, Texas. Eastern Washington. Hands it off to Harrison and carries a convoy for 6 yards.
On the big play so far on this drive, though, remains an outstanding catch by Aaron Rodgers. You see, Bo Levi Mitchell gets just drilled as he throws the football. And Rodgers blasted by J.C. Sheriff, but you notice, didn't even bobble the football, though.
How did he hang on? Still in. CFL's leading receiver shows you why. Crossing pattern. McDaniel. Make that Anthony Parker. Anthony Parker, who already has a touchdown in this game, on a crossing pattern. So it'll be 3rd down and 1.
We talked about Nate Kuhorn in that 2011 draft, chosen 2 spots ahead of him. His former UFC Dinos teammate, Anthony Parker. A couple of 2-time All-Canadians.
Brian Moniz comes in, 3rd and 1. This is a long one, by the way. They have to get to the 38-yard line. Moniz wants to throw it. What a play call here. Torrey Harrison can't hang on. On a very funky 3rd down call from the Calgary Stampeders.
Yeah, well, you see the motioning receiver, Parker. They frequently rolled Moniz across the formation on a run where he moves across the line. So they're going to get flow that way, and Harrison just free releases to the flat the other way. They get what they want. It plays out how they want to get him wide open. But Moniz just floats the throw a little too high. You see the reaction of frustration from both OC Dave Dickinson and head coach John Huffnagel.
Well, definitely had something on there and would have been a spectacular play. Had that been in there, Harrison might have even been able to romp for a touchdown, but a turnover on downs now. Handed off and driving up the middle. Over the 45-yard line is Shakir Bell.
We'll take another look at the play. Parker's motioning across, and that's going to cause flow from the defense. Moniz is going to come out and roll that way, and he's throwing back to the left to Harrison in the flat. He's got him. You look how wide open he is. There is nothing in front of him.
Is gone if that ball is 5 inches shorter than that. Riley stands in. Walker fights and scraps to get it to the 50-yard line. If the spot's the 50, it's a 1st down. And it is a 1st down. Final play coming up, barring penalty in this 3rd quarter. Each team scoring in a quarter. The other team not responding. Edmonton in the 1st, Calgary in the 2nd, and Edmonton all 8 points here in the 3rd. Here's the rush now. Look out, Mike Riley, as he chucks it, and it is caught by Stafford again. Oh my goodness, what a play here as Mike Riley takes a shot and then delivers a shot to Kenny Stafford. 46 yards.
Yeah, you gotta love this. Mike Riley stands in and takes a shot. Kenny Stafford is just making plays.
3 quarters down, 17-10 Eskimos. Well, a good, close, almost playoff-like football game. Eskimos and Stampeders seem to deliver that every time. And in the 3rd quarter, it was the Mike Riley and Kenny Stafford show.
Yeah, hooking up a couple of times. And, you know, I absolutely love that last play of the quarter as it was the answer. We talked so much about the Bo Levi Mitchell standing in, taking a hit. and Eric Rogers going and making a play for him. Well, Mike Riley turns around, does the same thing. He got absolutely drilled on the play, but Kenny Stafford made it all worthwhile with a fantastic catch in traffic.
And earlier in the quarter, Kenny Stafford making really the catch of the game for the Eskimos for that touchdown as well. And so far, I would say that Mike Riley looks in pretty good form considering he's missed 10 weeks.
Yeah, it's not showing a whole lot of rust here, is it?
Right into the score zone. Riley in the gun, looking to add to this lead. Throws end zone and tried to drill it in. Thread the needle literally for Kenny Stafford, but not this time.
The Stamps looked ready for Kenny Stafford. Coming across the middle, keep an eye on Josh Bell at safety. Looking into the eyes of his quarterback, you see that break as soon as he saw Mike Riley look that way, he gets on his horse. He gets over there to help out.
Well, he's got a lot of weapons. Normally in this territory, it's number 4. And this time looking for Terrell Walker. Great play again by the ex-Esk Joe Burnett.
And the depth of this Stampeder team shows through again. Playing without Buddy Jackson. Much of the years you're going to see Deron Mayo coming on that blitz around the outside. Lowers the boom.
So the drive will stall here. Sean White, again the former Lion, former Alouette, now Edmonton Eskimo. Place of the injured Grant Shaw will boot this one through. 2 for 2 tonight. 4 for 4 as an Eskimo. And the lead is now 10. The story tonight has been the return of number 13 as the bona fide starter. And every Edmonton Eskimo loves the fact he is back, including his number 1 target.
As a team, as a whole, man, it's tremendous. I feel like we got our captain. You know, whenever you got your captain of the ship or the plane, whatever you want to be working with, when you got your captain back, I think everything just kind of trickled down. So Mike's our workhorse. He's proven it. So for us, man, it's good to just have his energy back.
Mike Riley told me yesterday that he just hated standing on the sideline. He's learned a lot, he said, in this time away from the game. But he said his wife was telling him that he was getting a little grumpy. Every time he FaceTimed her, you know, honey, you're grumpy. Just start playing football again. And he is happy tonight so far. But Bo Mitchell has an answer here. What a great duel this is, though, between Mike Riley and Bo Mitchell. They live up to the marquee here tonight. The gunslingers going at it.
Yeah, 2 of the great ones of the current generation of Canadian Football League quarterbacks. You kind of hope that if you're a fan of football in the province of Alberta, that these 2 guys stay put for a long time. You have an opportunity to see years of these 2 going head-to-head.
25-yard pickup. Mitchell, little bubble screen there, and looking up for Walter. Wasn't set up properly. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
It seemed like the rush got to Bo Levi Mitchell a little quicker than even he anticipated. On that screen, forcing him to hurry his release. Dave Dickinson, with his offense held to 10 points in this football game. 3 of those coming off a turnover deep in Eskimo territory. Looking to find some answers to this Edmonton defense.
Conversion time on 2nd down. Over the top for Eric Rogers. A little scrap and scrape. It will be held about 4 yards shy of the 1st down. Picked up by Erdos.
Eric Rogers finds a little open space, but it doesn't last long. Watch the green jerseys converge in a hurry.
John Huffnagel looked at the marker, but it's going to be 3rd and almost 4 yards, 3.5 yards. But Rene Paredes is coming out here and will attempt a field goal. 10-point game. Paredes 1 of 1, plenty of leg here. The wind has subsided a bit, but the wind was going in this direction. The beginning of the ball game. 50-yarder. Here's the hold. Here's the kick, and Rene Paredes puts it through. Money. Paredes, bit of an off year last year for his liking. His percentage was way down. Not this year, though. Right down Main Street. 7-point ball game again. Now in the 4th in Edmonton. Soggy Dustin Nielsen is going to win Rookie of the Year here. The sideline, poncho, umbrella. Rain has not stopped here. Glad you're with us tonight. Good football game here between the arch rivals, the neighbors of Alberta. Look out, Mike Riley going down. He ducked at the right time. Collision over top as the two Stampeders were getting ready to hit Riley. Collided.
Well, Micah Johnson is one who's slow to get up. I think Juwan Simpson, the other. He said not funny at all for the Calgary Stampeders, but a bit of a cartoonish moment where the target ducks and these two collide. Ooh, kind of a scary moment, really, as you saw their helmets connect. It's a couple of big bodies.
Looks like Juwan Simpson is all right, but boy, that's a scary moment. Violent collision there. We'll come back to Edmonton.
Own it on Blu-ray this Tuesday.
Well, a reminder to go to tsn.ca/CFL Fantasy to set your roster for a chance to win a trip to the Grey Cup in Winnipeg and a Joseph Abboud suit from Moores. Every pick counts. Make yours today. Not sure if they have waterproof suits or not, because you need one tonight. So Glenn Love comes in now after that collision that took Juwan Simpson out of the ball game. 2nd and 9. Riley, deep drop here, in pursuit, and he is sacked. There is a flag on the play. Mike Riley facing some serious heat from the edge.